there. Also, it has a soul.
Yo, Goober, where's the meat? Normal people love.
You don't win friends with.
Normal people love.
You don't win friends with.
Normal people.
You don't win friends with.
Normal people love me.
You don't win.
Normal people.
You don't win friends with. You don't win friends with.
Normal people love me. Normal people love.
You don't win friends with.
Normal people love.
You don't win friends with.
Normal people.
You don't win friends with.
Normal people love me. Normal people love.
You don't win friends with.
Normal people love.
You don't win friends with.
Normal people.
You don't win friends with.
Normal people love me.
You don't win friends with salad. 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 You don't win friends with salad.
Yo, Goober, where's the meat?
Il s'appelle Jérôme. Il vit dans une maison. Parfois, quand il est seul, il veut être un poisson.
Yo, I must have like fallen on a bullet and it like drove itself into my gut.
Hey, don't worry. You don't have to make up stories here. Save that for court. Save that for court.
Excuse me, Mr. Smithers. Bart may be seriously hurt. Could we possibly go ahead of you?
No. I really would rather get this taken care of. No. I really would rather. No.
Excuse me, little lady. Wheelbarrow line is over there. Oh, loneliness and cheeseburgers are a dangerous mix. Oh, loneliness and cheeseburgers are a dangerous mix. Oh, loneliness and cheeseburgers are a dangerous mix. Oh, loneliness and cheeseburgers are a dangerous mix.
Excuse me, Mr. Smithers.
Excuse me, little lady.
Excuse me, Mr. Smithers.
Excuse me, little lady.
Excuse me, Mr. Smithers.
Excuse me, little lady.
Excuse me, Mr. Smithers.
Oh, loneliness and cheeseburgers. Oh, loneliness and cheeseburgers. Oh, loneliness and cheeseburgers. Oh, loneliness and cheeseburgers are a dangerous mix.
Hello?
I can see you.
Really?
Really?
Right.
Yeah, I can.
I don't believe you.
Well, I can see you, and I'm going to kill you if you don't do what I say.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
There's a bag under the phone. It contains a bomb jacket. You're going to put it on, walk into the bank around the corner, demand 500 grand in cash, or you'll kill everyone in the room.
There's no bag here.
It's under the phone. It's under the bloody phone.
It's not.
Samantha, you're really starting to grow.
You just call me?
What?
You just called me Samantha. Who do you think this is?
Well, Samantha.
Ah, well, clearly. I thought you said you could see me.
I can. You're wearing a beige jacket and a black skirt.
I think you might have the wrong number, mate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's fine.
so sorry.
It's okay. Good luck.
Anyway,
Bye.
Hands. You've got hands. I've definitely got hands, but hands are weird. They got that bit. They got that bit sort of bends. I mean, they all bend in like one or two ways each, and that's hugely upsetting. This one only bends. Well, one bends in two ways. These bend in three ways because they got the one of them, and then they got all the lines and stuff. And I don't think my thumb should do that. It hurts when I. Ow, yeah. And the nails, they're not actually made of nail, are they? Otherwise they'd be grey. Hands are weird. Hands are really weird. Maybe it's just mine. I think it's all hands. Where do all? Oh. Where do all? Yeah. God damn it. God. Okay, now we're live.
Is it on?
I pressed 3 of the wrong buttons.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's a story of because I'm an idiot.
Fucking prick.
Hello. I'm also slouching. I don't feel very well. Hi.
Liam's sick. Oh yeah. Hi, people.
Hello.
And sheeple.
Ha. He caught you there, sheeple. How dare you? How dare you provide wool to the cold? Yeah, like, strap in because I don't know what I'm doing.
Strap on.
Oh no. Hi Ben, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream.
Isn't a strap on a sense like?
Oh, here we go.
Isn't a strap on? Essentially.
Yes. Right.
An aggressive shiwi.
No, because you don't urinate through it.
Yeah, that's why it's aggressive.
If it had plumbing, well, no. A shiwi's main function is to allow for. If this is upsetting for you, then like, don't worry. Just don't watch, because this is going to get worse. It's a show about potatoes. It's definitely going to get worse. If the function of a shiwi is to provide for, like,
standing
urination, like convenient urination, then like no, a strap-on is the exact opposite because it doesn't allow you to do that, does it?
If anything, it gets in the way.
It does definitely get in the way, which is how I feel about erections.
It does get in the way of urination.
Gets in the way. I mean, better if you want to piss over a fence, but less good, like, in general. Hello world. How's it going?
Welcome to the Conversation Hat Podcast live stream.
Welcome to the preamble, the show before the show. This episode we're talking about potatoes. Why, Ben?
Because we decided it in the pub.
Yep. You got 2 more pub episodes after this, so I hope you're ready for those. What are our next 2?
What are the other ones? Well, I know what the Christmas.
You know what the Christmas one is?
It's not Christmas.
No, it's not Christmas themed. It's going to be about the jungle. That's our Christmas episode. The Christmas episode is about the jungle. I think the New Year's one is about. Is it new?
Oh, I think that one's actually about New Year's.
It's sort of
traditions around the world and that.
The title currently is New Beginnings: When Things Go Wrong. So that should give you an idea of how things go when we have our pub meetings. I say
I'm
meetings.
sure we've written more notes somewhere.
Oh, absolutely not. No, not until a few days before the stream, at least.
No, but I'm quite sure somewhere there's been scribbled that and possibly a picture.
Ben, how much do you like potatoes?
I love potatoes, Liam.
Uh huh.
You want to know how much I love potatoes?
I would love to know how much you love potatoes.
I love potatoes so much that
Mhm.
all the emojis in my phone are potato smileys.
You can get. Oh, you nearly had me there.
Oh,
That's not an
almost.
That's not an emoji you can get.
Almost.
Almost.
I don't believe so.
It would be great if you could. That's wonderful.
I'd use it.
What's your
I'd use it all
favorite?
day.
What's your favorite potato dish?
I would probably go for Hasselback
Interesting.
because I
Fancy.
mean they're a real pain in the ass to do.
Mm-hmm.
So they would not be my go-to.
Do you know about the
So I
spoon
think-
technique?
That adds like a different, because you have them rarely.
Mm.
Yeah, you get your wooden spoon.
You put it next to potato, and you cut into the spoon, or you
And
cut
you cut
up
into
to
the
the spoon. Classic.
Just make sure that the ends of the potatoes you don't accidentally slice them off.
Yes, that's the thing that always.
In case they stop higher than the spoon.
That
I've done
always
that
screws
before,
me
and it's
up.
embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Ruins the plating of the dish.
Does, because then you just got like a little hat to put on one of them and not the others.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then do you balance it out on the other end? You can put little Mickey Mouse ears on
You gotta
it if you do that.
You gotta.
And then you just whack cheese and butter on it about 4 or 5 times while it's cooking.
crap load of garlic as well.
And then
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. You've got some delicious, super calorific foods.
Super calorific, extra garlic butter.
Extra Hasselback potatoes. What about you? I would say mash. Mash is good. Duchess potatoes.
well, okay.
Duchess potatoes are great ones to go for if you can't be asked for Hasselback.
I think in general, if we're talking about like a functional potato dish, probably chips, because you can have chips with everything and it just elevates it so much better. I have a little pre-podcast activity for us. I've got 10 potato dishes. I think we should try to rank them.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you need a pen and paper. Mash, wedges, dauphinoise, croquets, hash browns, chips not fries, they are not on the list, crisps, Hasselbacks, baked potatoes, and boiled potatoes. Now, I think we all know what's at the bottom. I tried this with Laura, and this is the only thing we could agree on, is what's at the bottom.
I mean, whilst I am a fan, and if you get them right, they can be absolutely banging.
Uh-huh.
And they are a great dish to go. I think it's probably going to be boiled potatoes.
It's boiled potatoes. It is. It absolutely is.
Does not mean that they're bad.
No, it's still a potato.
If you get some lily whites and you chop them up and you basically, the water that you boil the boiled potatoes in has to be seawater.
Yes.
It has to be that salty.
Yeah, yeah.
Little knob of butter on them, lovely stuff.
Yeah, little knob.
They're still great, but out of that list.
Yes. So then, what we've got the bottom one. You've said that your favourite is Hasselbacks.
I would say Hasselback's is one of the favourites.
I think I'm probably going to go chips as my ultimate.
See, now, you can...
Where would you put chips? They can be good. These can be like the best chips. They don't have to be just any old chips.
Because I was going to say chips and wedges. Wedges are great, but I would say 60% of the wedges that I have are bad.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So I
Probably.
would have to put them pretty low down.
You tend to get floppy wedges, which I feel undermines the entire point.
Whereas I'd say it's the other way around. I would say that about 70% of all the chips I get are good.
Yes, if you know you're getting chips.
So I would say chips would be about a 4.
Okay, interesting. So what's your top 3 then, if chips are 4? So Dauphinoise, Hasselbacks at the top. Fair enough.
Probably Hasselbacks at the top.
Yeah.
Mash is going to have to be up there.
Yeah, again, because you can do anything to mash. You can mostly have butter if you really want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Croquets are good because it's just mash in a little cylinder.
Little breadcrumby cylinder. Bit of crunch.
Dauphinoise are the layered ones with the cream, right?
Cream cheese, yeah.
Cream cheese?
Yes, it's not cream. It's just as cream. It's definitely cheesy.
Oh, there's cheese as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, when you said cream cheese, I thought you meant like Philadelphia cream cheese, not cream and cheese.
It's some sort of roux. Some sort of
It's
cheesy
a creamy,
roux.
cheesy, delicious mess.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to go Hasselback.
Yeah.
Gonna go croquettes, just because
Okay.
it's like mash, but with a crispy texture.
Yeah.
Dauphinoise, because...
Yeah.
Decadent.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So then you had chips.
Ah, but that means chips. If we're going for really good chips, then it's going to be... I reckon it's around that sort of area where chips, mash, and hash browns all sit pretty well.
Interesting. Okay.
Because if you get them right, they're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get them wrong, pretty shit.
See, my chips are probably my number one. My number two is hash browns. Because what you've done there is you've found a way to get potatoes into your breakfast.
That's true.
Yeah. You can dip them in your cornflakes.
Slapping some hash browns in a breakfast baguette. Baguette?
Shit,
or
yeah.
a baguette, yeah. I meant
Or
to
a
say
wrap,
burrito,
whatever.
but a baguette is great as well.
Yeah. I think mash is great because you can do anything you want to it. In this household we have something called swag mash, which is half potato, half sweet potato, and a shitload of garlic. Swag mash.
Interesting. So the swag being a combination of sweet and garlic. Swag.
Yeah,
Swag mash.
we didn't think about it that much. We just needed a name for it.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Swag mash.
Okay. I do like a Hasselback. Wedges, I think, are fine. Wedges will probably be further down the list.
Are
I
they
think
just
the
wedges or spicy wedges?
well, this is the thing. Like the McCain spicy wedges, like my memory of what those are is better than any time I've ever cooked them as an adult.
Yeah.
You know, baked potato very much depends on what you put on it. Which is something
On
that
its
will
own,
come up
not great.
in the podcast episode. You wait. Crisps I like. Again, there's, you know, I can sort of take up most of the time that I have a pack of crisps. I don't think I've ever yearned for a pack of crisps. You know.
It's very rare. They're not as satisfying. You can't get full from crisps.
Yes.
There's an actual chemical procedure or something that happens that means you cannot get full from crisps.
Interesting. Challenge accepted, I suppose. When researching this episode, something that came up quite a lot that I found really interesting was that everyone seems to hate Smash.
I've never had it.
I've never had it as Smash, but Smash is a great ingredient in other things. For example, we make really good stir fry in this household. We don't fuck around. We make really good stir fry. One of the things that makes our stir fry really good is I know how to batter the fuck out of some chicken. So, and I realise I'm writing a very large check here. It's fine. One of my techniques is basically you get the chicken, you cut it all up real nice, and then you let it soak in buttermilk for most of a day. And then you drain off the buttermilk. You put it in. I mean, there's a few different ways you can do this. If you've done the buttermilk thing, you can then just put it in a coating of stuff and you're fine. The other thing you could do, if you don't have a day, like a savage, you can do a coat of corn flour on the chicken, and you've kind of got to press it in until it basically stops accepting any more corn flour. And then
I'm full.
I'm all full of corn flour. Then you egg wash. And then you dip it in whatever your crummy mixture is. Now, for a crummy mixture, you got to do a few things. You can use breadcrumbs, like panko, whatever. That's fine. You can do a little bit of regular flour, a little bit more corn flour. You can put your spices in there. So Chinese 5 spice is quite nice. We used to use Thai 7 spice, which you can't get anymore. But if you can get lemon chili salt, and use that as the primary seasoning with a little bit of Chinese 5 spice, maybe a little 5 spice, maybe a little bit of garlic as well, garlic and ginger. That's your seasoning. Crap load of pepper as well. Your breadcrumb needs to be mostly smash powder?
I was just thinking as you were saying all of this. I've never seen Liam so foodie.
Yeah, I know. This is the one
In
thing
all
I'm
the
good at.
time
This
that
is the
I've
one thing
known
I can
him.
really nail.
And then, as I was thinking this, then came the sentence, and you need your breadcrumb to be mainly smash powder. And that's where it sort of just took a little twist.
I know. I'm a wizard.
But it sounds like it works.
It absolutely works. You got to try it, dude. Like, especially because it's cheaper than breadcrumbs as well, because no one's eating fucking smash anymore, because it's not the war. So you can, you just use mostly smash with your seasoning, maybe a little bit of panko, a little bit of flour. Smash as a breadcrumb works real well. It's another way to get potato into your East Asian dish.
You should start a food channel.
No, because this is the only thing I have. This is the only recipe I have. It's awesome. It's like it's life affirming, but it's not. It's the only thing I have. Ben, how much do you like potato? I'm not clear.
I really like potato.
How much? To what degree?
I like potato so much, I have killed a man for stealing my crisps.
Oh, okay. And they don't even make you full. Interesting.
You have to get your satisfaction some other way.
Yes.
By murder.
With murder. Ben, how many varieties of potato can you name? There's over 4,000.
Well,
so I think you could just say some words and I'll have to just assume you're right.
I don't want to do this because perhaps later I have a game about the names of potatoes and I don't want to give any away.
Well, it's like we've prepared for the show. It's like we've shared notes. We don't share notes on the preamble. Why would we? Ben, you're going to be really pleased when you look back on this episode, as you inevitably do, to give yourself a performance review and you see all of the little thumbnails about potato jokes that I've added in. You're going to be really, really thrilled.
I do give myself a performance review. After doing everything.
Is it just blind praise?
What? I mean, why would it be anything else?
Exactly. Ben, Do
you not recognise perfection when you see it?
Sometimes,
on your little screen?
Ben, how much do you like potatoes?
Liam, I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I like potatoes so much. I use table salt in my bath. Just so I can feel what the potato feels.
Incredible. Really incredible. Do you have any more notes for preamble?
I mean, I love potatoes similarly also.
Yes.
Because did you know that potatoes contain benzodiazepine, meaning that they contain diazepam? Which means that potatoes is Valium.
Okay, I thought you said potato marzipan there. I got a bit distracted.
No, potato is Valium.
Potato
marzipan.
Potato marzipan.
Starchy
Almond.
Christmas cakes.
Pretty sure it's almond.
Also, if you mix mashed potato with lemon juice or water, you can put it on your face and it works as a rejuvenating face mask. You can also stick your head under the grill, and if you get peckish, you've got a handy little snack for later. The second half of that is a joke from Gimme 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 about eggs.
I've lost track. Are you saying that you have no more measurements of to what degree you like potato?
No,
that's all of them. Okay.
That's
put a line
that's
through
it
this.
for now.
I think we need to start the episode because I'm gonna die like any minute now.
Oh no!
So I think we need to pick up the pace.
let's pick up that thing.
Let's pick up that pace. Are you ready to record?
I'm ready to rumble, my friend.
Good God, I've hit record like a mad.
As have I.
Hooray!
Potatoes.
Oh. What about
potatoes?
Yeah.
Oil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew.
Uh-huh.
Oil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Boil 'em, mash 'em, boil 'em, boil 'em, boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Potatoes, potatoes.
I think it would be really fun to do like a really hardcore rap song where instead of having an aggressive hype man in the background, you just have someone who's mildly interested in what's being said. So that the front man is like flailing their arms around, going really hard on the lyrics, and there's just someone in the background going, huh.
Just huh.
Welcome to the Conversation Hat podcast.
Welcome.
This is a live stream. It's a very special live stream because we're celebrating potatoes today. Because it's some sort of Thanksgiving in the States, I believe. I think it's an annual festival.
That's where we got potatoes from.
Yeah, because we were talking about Thanksgiving and we're like, how could we do it without pretending to be from the States, which we are not. I need to be clear.
We are not from the States.
We're not. We're the original, the original kind of European males. Ben.
What?
Ben.
Yes.
Ben. How much
Liam.
do you like potato?
I fucking love potatoes. Do you want to know how much I love potatoes?
Enough to swear in the first 2 minutes. That's fine.
Damn straight.
Go on.
Love potatoes so much that I sometimes lay naked, semi-covered in dirt in the garden, just to be closer to the mighty tuber.
I do that, but with tin foil in the oven.
Oh.
I call it my butter bath. It's real gross.
Your butt bath?
Yes, my butter bath.
Gross.
Yeah. So we've got some potato facts. We've got some potato dishes we'd like to share. Maybe even a potato story or a potato game.
Unsurprisingly, a potato game.
Unsurprisingly, a potato game. Where do you want to start, Ben?
Well, I'm going to start with a warning.
Uh-oh.
The warning
Yeah.
about our good friend the potato. Friends, but sometimes enemy. You know the green bits on potato, Liam?
Yes.
Do you ever eat the green bits on the potato?
No, because of the reason you're about to say.
Because of the reason.
The reason. Always those reasons. Go on.
Solanine.
Yes.
Or solanine. It is naturally present in all potatoes, and it's a poison.
It is.
Potatoes are toxic.
Yes. You have to eat a load of them, though.
It's normally in the leaves and the flowers, but it is in the green bits. And, you shouldn't eat it. It's an alkaloid. It makes it taste bitter.
Mm-hmm.
You'd probably stop if you were eating a bitter potato. And you are right. You do need to eat
an ass load.
A lot of the green potatoes. But, you've really got to put the effort in. Like getting cyanide poison from apples.
Do you know potatoes are related to belladonna, the famous poison? That's a no. He's never heard of belladonna. Okay.
To be honest, I'm not sure if I believe you. I thought you said belladonna, and I thought of Belle Delphine, and then went back to Delphinois potatoes, and now I wonder if you could make Belle Delphine potatoes, where you just boil them in bath water.
Yeah, you're boiling them in e-girl bath water. Fucking hell. Mostly I'm angry at myself for knowing who Belle Delphine is, if I'm honest.
I think I only know who she is because there was someone selling bath water.
Yeah. It makes total sense that it's hers as well.
That's easy.
Yeah, but you haven't done it.
I mean, you need people who would want to buy my bath water.
I think if you had the bath water, I think people would buy it.
Okay, right, there we are.
I'm not going to buy it.
We're redoing a bunch of our Patreon
no.
rewards. One of them is going to be Ben's bathwater.
But we have to deliver it with you in a bath.
You will get a small jar of Ben's bathwater.
We're going to ask you for your postal address, but we're not posting it. I'm going to have a horse-drawn trolley situation just open in the back with Ben
like the old fire engines.
Like the old fire engines, just with Ben in the top.
Pump it into your house.
Yeah. And I'm going to sit and watch and play the banjo, and that's going to be the £5,000 tier. Because we got to probably get a plane.
No, that's the £5.
Ah, we're going to run a loss, aren't we? God damn it.
£5. Yep. That's how it works.
Ben, how much do you like potatoes?
Liam, I love potatoes. I love potatoes predominantly because they were originally called the lazy root, which was my nickname in high school.
The lazy root. Okay. That's... How do you get that nickname?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Do you have any more potato things before we get into the stuff?
I got some potato things.
You got some potato things? You just punch everything, that's fine.
Did you know that you can live off of potatoes alone with no negative health issues?
Yeah.
10 potatoes a day will give you enough protein and nutrients, but you will eventually need vitamin supplements for vitamin A and B12 and things like that.
Probably
if you
not.
put milk and butter in it and make mash, then fucking you're pretty much sorted.
So you're better off eating mash than just potato. That's good to know. You can survive
if
off
you
mash.
got the cow products in there.
If you got the dairy in there. Right, that's pretty
dairy.
fun. And if you make too much potato, you can kind of craft a rudimentary igloo out of it.
You can. Take a while to dry. I would recommend making a thin layer and then just waiting for that to dry and then another thin layer.
Yeah.
And sort of like a laminated pastry.
Or you could just sprinkle a bunch of smash on the outside and pat it down, and I think then it will dry.
That would work.
Yeah, it will soak it up.
That would work.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Follow Liam's Instagram for more smash hacks.
There are very few potatoes on my Instagram. There is one, but that's it. That's just one.
That's
just a single potato. Quite a few potatoes, but there's only one piece of content that has a lot of potatoes. If you like potatoes, it's not going to be obvious which one it is. You'll have to go through everything.
You've got to dig.
I think it was on the intro to this live stream as well, so I'm sure people have seen it. Getting plenty of potato content. You don't know which one I'm talking about, do you?
I can imagine.
Okay.
Because you sent me a picture of it with no context and then didn't speak to me for 3 days.
Yeah.
Then I had to message you while my boss was standing behind me and he just... What the fuck is that?
I've still got him somewhere.
I didn't ask.
I've still got him somewhere.
Still wasn't sure.
I was gonna like bring him to be a guest on the show, but like I've lost him, so that's good. I'll just find him again in a couple of weeks, and he'll be covered in crap.
It's quite old.
Wonderful. Do we jump in with some of these weird dishes we've found?
Sure, let's do it. I've got 2 more bits of potato knowledge. If you want a bit
do
of
you want to drop those
face.
first then? Yeah, go on. Gimme. Nom.
You know, I knew of Frederick the Great of Germany, but apparently he's not alone in his potato promotion methods.
Right.
So if you've heard this and it wasn't Freddy from Germany, doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Right.
Means we can both be right.
Nah, I don't see how. I don't understand.
Frederick the Great of Germany wanted people to eat more potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone thought that they were a bit shitty.
Yeah.
And wouldn't feed them to the dogs, and they were like, poo-poo, not worth having things. So, what he did was he started getting guards to patrol the potato fields to make sure that no one stole them. This made people think that they were valuable, so they would go and try and steal the potatoes. The guards had been given instruction to barely do any work.
Right, okay, just let people steal.
Just let people steal them. If they try to bribe you, accept the bribes.
Wow.
Just let people nick the potatoes.
That's fun.
Because then the people would eat them.
That makes sense.
I think this has also happened, I think there was someone in America who did something similar. I think someone in Russia. But
from what I read, that seemed to be quite a common thing. I think rich people didn't really like potatoes, but they grew so many of them, or they got so many delivered from America that they just wanted poor people to eat them. And then once the poor, like the working folk, actually got hold of them, there was like a huge population boom, and that's kind of how we got the Industrial Revolution, and then war, and then we survived the war, and then there was more war.
Had another
war just to continue the beef, just to settle the things that we hadn't settled already. Potatoes cause war. They are pretty good. So I think that makes sense. War.
Last fact that I have. Did you know McDonald's fries can cure baldness?
Is it because you stick them to your head and pretend they're hair?
Nope. Actual experiment in Japan on bald mice.
Right.
Where the McDonald's fries would cure the baldness. However, it only works in mice.
Incredible.
So, if you've got a bald mouse, give them some McDonald's. If you're just going bald, have McDonald's if you want.
You can just eat. Don't fucking ask us for advice. Just eat whatever you want. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
There's probably stuff you can do to stop your hair falling out.
Dip them in butter to get your vitamins. That's my advice.
Both your hair and your McDonald's fries.
Dip your hair in butter. Because... Go on.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Ben, for the love of God, how much do you like potatoes?
I love potatoes so much, I have seen every episode of MASH.
Incredible. I can believe that as well. So I've got 3 weird and hugely upsetting potato dishes I would like to share with you wonderful people. I'm frankly aghast that people have managed to find ways to ruin potatoes. So the first one I'm going to start with is potato soup. Potato soup.
Sounds nice.
It's not. It's just, imagine that your mash is way too watery. Like, watery it's a soup.
Is it just potato?
Yeah, it's just it was potato and water.
Oh.
But it's not like lumps of potato floating in like a nice...
It's mashed up potato.
Yeah, it's potato that is so wet and you've kind of forgotten any other ingredients. Oh, you can have maybe some salt.
Oh dear.
And you can't dip anything. You can dip a potato in it. That's all you can dip in it. Potato soup. Real bad. Hate it.
Oh,
hate it.
That's crap.
It's really upsetting. Go on, Ben. Do you have any dishes?
I got some dishes. I've got potato pancakes.
Oh, what? Like the Irish pancakes? I think they're Irish.
Well, these ones are Czech. They are called bramborki.
Ooh.
Which I think... Yeah.
Yeah, the Irish just call them pancakes.
Yeah, these are Czech shredded potato pancakes.
Oh, so more like a hash brown.
Raw shredded or grated potatoes.
Uh-huh.
Lots of garlic, eggs, flour, hot milk. Fry them in lard. They look closer to pancakes than hash browns. They actually look sort of pancakey, but not quite.
Is it like really finely shredded?
It looked, from the picture that I have that you can't see, it's got to be.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
And I think I've got the recipe, but we said that we were going to keep it brief.
We did. That was the one thing we said.
It looks brief. Sort of like the potatoes are shredded and drained of the water, so it sort of looks a bit like pumpkin after that. Sort of that kind of consistency, like pumpkin innards without the seeds. So it's very mushy.
Mushy.
Really tasty. I've had them.
Fun. I think potato salad is gross. Ooh. And that's the end of my... No, I'm a bit weird with...
And that's how Liam got cancelled.
To be honest, of all the things I've said, I knew it would be something food related. I'm a bit funny with like food textures. I don't like gloopy foods, so like potato salad in general I find a little bit gross because it's normally potato in, what is it, like sour cream or mayonnaise or something?
It's normally, well, it depends on where you get it. If you were to buy it from, Most people, I think, will have had it, and it's basically potatoes in mayonnaise.
Okay. I mean, I don't like
It's
mayonnaise
basically
anyway,
boiled.
so-
The standard is boiled potatoes in mayonnaise.
Right, yeah. Which is no bueno. So I mean, I'm coming at this from a stance of someone that doesn't like potato salad anyway. So you might tell me that this sounds incredible, but you're wrong. So what they did in the 70s, because in the 70s people would sort of all they spent their time doing was ruining
Fucking about
foods,
with food.
ruining, putting things in jelly that shouldn't be in jelly, and ignoring the sex crimes of people in power. That's all you really did in the 70s. There was nothing else to do. So what they did was glazed potato salad. So it's a potato salad, but you know how you normally serve it in like a bowl or some such? This is the exact opposite of that. It's a loaf. So you have a loaf.
Serve a bowl in it.
Yes, you eat the bowl using the potato salad as cutlery. It's a loaf of potato salad. So I imagine it has to be pretty freaking dense, or you freeze it or something. And then you coat it with just a dense layer of mayonnaise. And then you refrigerate it so it kind of hardens, and then you serve it in slices. Like a big, awful yellow treat.
Oh.
Right?
Oh, no.
And you can do that really 70s thing of just putting pineapple rings just indented along the outside if you want to see, or rose petals or some shit.
Oh no.
Yeah, pretty, but just want a slice of glazed potato salad. No gram.
I mean, I've had amazing potato salad before, but
right. What made it amazing?
So it was potatoes, hard-boiled eggs, gherkins, all chopped to like the same size, and stirred through loads of mayonnaise. So each bite was something a little bit different. You had loads of textures. You had salt and pepper and seasoning and stuff in it, and it was really, really great. Instead of just lumps of potato in mayonnaise and half eggs like you normally get when people make it.
Right, yeah.
But that genuinely upsets me.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it? Pretty bad.
And the way that I think of it is it should either be meatloaf or some kind of sweet dish. Yeah. And the fact that it's potatoes and mayonnaise makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's
not a fan.
Not a fan.
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan.
I've got cake, Liam.
Oh boy!
It's potato cake. Sweet potatoes in a cake.
Oh yeah. Keep going.
I've skimmed the recipe. Well, I've read the recipe. Not made it.
Right.
But I don't quite understand exactly why there's potatoes in it.
Okay. Is it just like a regular
Because
cake recipe plus potato?
Well, yeah, like you would think that, you know, there's some things that you can add, so...
Nothing.
Like, I think if you were to add apples or the water from chickpeas or something, then that's instead of eggs.
Right.
That uses as a binding agent. So you've taken
Yes.
something else, you've taken something out, and you've put something else in it to replace that. Nah, this just looks like a cake with 2 cups of mashed sweet potatoes in it.
Oh. Why? That's upsetting.
I don't know. There's 5 teaspoons of orange juice.
Okay.
Sure, flavouring. There's 3 cups of flour, 4 eggs.
That's a lot of eggs.
Quite a lot of eggs.
Right.
I don't know why there's potatoes in this. Because there's some really weird recipes, and I was trying to go for some of the weird retro old school ones from like the 50s, where it's take 4 tins of condensed tomato soup, mix it with flour, sugar, and an egg.
Yeah.
To this horrible mess, put it in an oven.
Yeah.
Hate yourself, but then this gorgeous thing comes out and it tastes amazing.
Yeah, okay.
But I've just found that this is a cake, and there's potatoes in it.
Right, yeah. What flavour is the cake? Is it like a sweet potato cake? Or is it just a
It's
cake
sweet
that happens?
potato pound cake.
Okay. I'm not really into it.
I don't get it. I feel like you could just make a cake without the potatoes in it.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way too. Interesting.
It's not something that you'll go, oh, I know. I've got some potatoes left over. They're going to go off.
Right.
Let's make a cake.
Yeah. I mean, that makes more sense than like, oh, I'll just make some sweet potato mash and then like every time I'm in the fridge I'll be like, ooh, spoonful of that. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's 2 cups.
Yeah, it's 2 cups.
That's, if you and I were living together, as we plan to do.
Like a sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, we've got 2 cups of mashed sweet potatoes. We just eat them.
Yeah.
Leave them in the cups.
Yeah.
Microwave that. Yum, yum, yum.
Num, num, num.
Don't go around. And it takes about 2 hours to make this cake.
It's a lot of effort.
Don't bother. Just eat your potatoes.
My third dish is called funeral potatoes, and this appears to be something that's quite well known in the States. If there's a funeral, you have this dish. It seems like the sort of thing that's perfectly reasonable to have any other time, but it's a little weird. So it's a kind of potato casserole. So there's a few different ways that you can make the casserole itself. One of them was you basically cook. You chop up potatoes and you put them in a casserole thing, and then you pour mushroom soup on it and you cook it, and that's the casserole.
Right. Yeah, I know. I don't condone this behaviour, but I am aware of it.
Yes. And then here's the kicker. Here's the thing that makes it funeral potatoes: is you then put a layer of cornflakes on top, and then melted butter, and that's.
So.
Yeah, go on.
So what is it? So there's potatoes. What's in it before the mushroom soup goes on?
Well, this is where it kind of it varies. Like the actual potato casserole recipe varies quite wildly within, whilst still maintaining being funeral potatoes. Like the one that came up a few times. It came up a few times that you would have potatoes just cooked in cream of mushroom soup, and that was what made the casserole itself. And then it's the cornflakes with melted butter that makes it funeral potatoes, apparently, according to this.
Now, when I was little, we would have rice.
Oh yeah.
And there would be some sliced chicken breast that would have been cooked and then mixed in. Put that in with chicken soup. Pour the chicken soup and the chicken on top of the rice. Okay. Sort of like a chicken with ricey, saucy stuff.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
So I know that these sort of things happen.
Yes.
But what we never did was crack out a bowl of Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
Chuck it on top.
Yes.
Have a lump of stork spread on the top.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Cocoa Pops is that would then make it a kind of desserty type thing.
Okay, I
know what you. Yeah.
Taking one thing and running with it.
Cheerios.
I was
How about Cheerios?
hyperboling.
Yeah, you were hyperboling.
Sure. But why?
Funeral potatoes, Ben. That's why. That's what makes them funeral potatoes.
But why are you putting? What is it? Because you want to kill yourself afterwards?
Yes. Yeah, because people have died and you want to join them.
Why put cornflakes on top?
Crunch. Buttery crunch.
This is like Dolphin Wild potatoes made by
a 7-year-old.
A madman.
Or a 7-year-old, yeah. Yeah. No, I quite agree. It's pretty weird. I don't condone it. But it is a thing that is apparently happening. Funeral potatoes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would try it.
I don't know if it's served hot or cold.
Oh. Oh no! That's why did you have to say that?
Yeah, I know. 'Cause the idea of it
Oh,
cold.
the idea of it cold.
Yeah.
Cold mushroom soup is bad enough before you
Potatoed
drowned
it.
potatoes in it and topped it with breakfast cereal. Oh, and the cornflakes are going to go soggy because of the mushroom soup.
And the butter.
That's a sentence I never thought I was going to say. And you're pouring melted butter on it.
Yeah. I'm not
And if it's
into it.
American, then it's the weird white butter that doesn't look like it should be allowed to exist, let alone eaten.
I'm not into it, if I'm honest. Have you got another weird dish?
I do, and we're going back to Czech.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think after that description, we need a stiff drink.
Yes. Oh, no.
Mid-19th century.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no, it's not bad. It's
Okay.
a nice one.
We'll see.
Czechs have been producing hard alcohol from potatoes with rum flavour added and called it Tremesky rum or domestic rum.
So it's rum flavoured
It's rum flavoured.
potato
It's not
vodka.
allowed. It's not allowed to be bloody EU. Am I right?
I don't know anymore. You could be.
Post-Brexit Britain.
You could be. I'm
Bloody
thriving.
EU regulations.
Uh-huh. What are they?
Irrelevant to us now. Those
Yep.
are the things that made things nice and kept them good. We don't have those anymore.
Our bananas are all wrong shapes and no one can drive anything anywhere. It's better,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Something about fishing, maybe.
Something
I don't
about
know.
fishing.
Everything's more expensive, and
I'm dying quicker.
yeah, everyone is.
Yep.
EU regulations
Uh-huh.
deemed that it should not be called rum, much as like what you said, Liam.
Yeah.
Because it does not have distilled cane sugar in it.
Yeah, it's not rum.
So, a new word, Trizomac, was invented.
Uh-huh.
This is the rum.
But
It's it's potato rum that isn't rum.
So, what is the difference between... So, ignore the rum flavouring for a hot second. What's the difference between this and vodka?
I would imagine the process of turning it from potatoes to the booze. I
Yeah,
think vodka
I had
is
surmised
done in
that.
it,
Okay.
different
Something. It is different in
process.
some way, is what we're getting at.
yeah.
And then you add the rum
What's the
flavouring.
difference between steak tartare and an uncooked hamburger?
The way they're
Basically
prepared.
the same thing, but they're not really. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So there's a thing that was invented, a brand new thing, because of potatoes and EU regulations.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I'm not happy with myself that I've gone for mainly just food that exists and is actually something that people would want to try, and you've gone for this god-awful nightmare scenario of...
We never specified, like, positive or negative. We just said weird potato things, and I think we've delivered, to be honest. You know?
I mean, I think I'm going to just take back the thing I said about you having a food channel.
I mean, I don't want to try any of these things. Wonderful. So those are the potato dishes we wanted to share. Ben, for the love of Christ, I'm not clear on to what degree you like potatoes. Really?
I love potatoes so much. My first and only fictional crush is and always will be Samwise Gamgee. With dulcet tones.
Because he's a potato.
Because he loves potatoes. Talks about them, and therefore I love him.
Belladonna Took was the name of Bilbo's mum. Belladonna. Another link to potatoes there.
Is that how she died?
Nope.
Poisoned herself?
No, she was too revelrous. She was too much of an adventurer. She went walkabout in the bush. This is Tolkien. This is
Hobbit, Australia.
I think we need a Tolkien deep lore section on every episode of the podcast because it's going to happen at some point. It's either going to go into the weeds of Buffy or Tolkien. So Yeah.
The weeds of Buffy.
Yes.
Love them old Buffy weeds.
Buffy weeds.
Liam,
Hello.
you got anything else to say?
Oh, what about potatoes?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. I have a story.
Go on.
Thank you. I'm just going to write down the time. You can't start me. You can't tell me what to do.
3 minutes to 2.
Oh, yeah, so it is. Huh. Treacherous Tubers. Ben, you remember boy band, 90s boy band, East 17? They had that one song.
I do remember 90s boy band East 17 and that one song that they had. How did that one song go, Liam, without getting us demonetized?
I can't make that promise. They did Stay Another Day. The only Christmas song to not be about Christmas. It just has, like, Christmas bells. And that's what makes it a Christmas song.
Well, the music video of them rotating around in pure white parkas that was fantastically spoofed by the mariachi band who advertised Doritos for a couple of years.
Yes, I remember. Brian Harvey was one of the East 17 crew. Do you know about this?
Yes, I do, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Please share this.
This is
with
something
the masses.
I think a lot of people will know this story, but it's relevant and it's incredible, and I found out some very specific details that give me joy. Brian Harvey almost lost the ability to walk because he ate too much potato. This is a true story from a few years ago. I think the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So it was about nearly a decade ago. He ate 3 baked potatoes and presumably immediately got in his car. On his way to a friend's house, he felt nauseous, so he opened the door in order to not be sick on himself. Are you okay?
I know where it's going, and either the next sentence or the one after that is just gonna take me out.
He opened the door because he felt nauseous and didn't want to be sick on himself. But what happened... Just going to give Ben a moment. Just going to build suspense. Because you're thinking it can't possibly be that funny. Liam can't possibly cash the check that Ben is writing.
Sorry. It might just be me.
No, it's not. Brian Harvey ate 3 baked potatoes. He got in his little car and he started driving to his friend's house. And he felt a little bit sick. And he was like, uh-oh. Don't want to be sick on my trousers. I'm Brian Harvey from East 17. So he opened the car door. He undid his seatbelt. Wow, man. Do you need to go for a walk or something? And he leant out of his car to be sick out of the car whilst it was moving. You right? You right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to look at the screen.
You're going to not look at the screen, are you? Is that going to help?
Looking out the window, because that'll make it better.
There's no potatoes out there, it's fine.
No, but that might be Brian Harvey.
He opens the door. He leads out of his car to be sick. He undoes his seatbelt. He falls out of his car. And he's run over by his own car. And he breaks his pelvis. And is then sick on himself.
He runs himself over with his own car because he.
Yep. He shatters his pelvis and he's in a wheelchair for a while, and they weren't sure if he'd be able to walk again.
Oh.
And he was sick on himself. He also, Ben, I don't know if you know this bit, he developed a phobia of potatoes. And it took him 10 years to eat another potato. And this time he wasn't sick on himself. Oh, and he also didn't run himself over.
I'm sorry, but I'm sure other people. Was he breathalyzed after he told this story? Because it sounds like an awful lot of bullshit.
I don't know.
How would you eat 3 baked potatoes so quickly and then immediately get in your car?
So I've had this conversation.
You open the door, take your seatbelt off,
because I guess he thinks
fall out, and run yourself over.
I'm like, why not just pull over?
Just stop.
Because you know exactly how sick you're going to be because you know how much potato you've just eaten. So, and you can only expect to be a little bit sick, otherwise you would stop the car, right? So I think it's got to be, it's not just the potato, because you don't just have a baked potato. You're not a fucking psychopath. I think you put stuff on a baked potato, right? Whether it's beans, whether it's bacon, whether it's chili, like whatever. So it's entirely possible that with each baked potato he had like a full can of beans. But like Brian Harvey runs himself over after eating 3 baked potato and 3 full cans of Heinz beans is like, you got to keep snappier titles, Ben. You need a snappier headline. Worry about the toppings. Did he have sour cream and chili on one? Did he have bacon and egg on the other? And did he have beans on the third? That's too long of a headline. This is why you can't work in the press anymore, because your headlines are too long. You got to be specific. You got to be less specific. You got to be poignant, snappier.
Oh,
3 baked potatoes is a better title.
Genuinely cry like that.
Yeah, you're struggling there. I can see it.
I remember it was just because it was like 15 years ago. That was 15 years.
It was.
Of not really thinking about the fact that Brian Harvey ran himself over because of a potato.
Yeah.
And it all just
3 potatoes
and
possibly 3 cans of beans.
I remember him being on panel shows and be like, yeah. He was on panel shows because he ran himself over.
Maybe it was a publicity stunt. Maybe it was the world's best publicity stunt.
Yeah, because everyone knows Brian Harvey now. He's 17, multi-platinum. Oh, over and over and over again. Stay now.
If it was me, I would release a solo single called You All Know the Story, but what you don't know is how many beans I had. Nah, it's too long of a title. Too long of a title. It needs to be snappier.
Need snappier, Liam. You'll never work in the industry.
I'll never work in the jingle industry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's my potato story.
Crumbs.
Crumbs indeed. Do you have a thing prepared, don't you?
I do have a thing prepared. I also love potatoes. Do you want to know how much I love potatoes?
Sure.
I love potatoes so much that I've been known to stand in the vegetable section of Tesco's with my trousers down for up to 15 hours at a time. Trousers down is nothing sexual. I just can't afford a belt.
It's more that you're just stunned.
Patreon.com/conversation hat. Buy my bathwater so I can have a belt.
There's a lot of bees in there.
I keep nearly running myself over.
Because of all the beans.
With my own trousers.
Oh no. That'd be a trick. Ben, you have a thing prepared.
Liam,
hello.
I've got a thing.
Oh boy.
I've got a little game.
Oh no.
I don't think Fisticuffs is here today, so, you know, we've got no one to do a better job at naming things than me.
Well, what's the gist of the game? We can try and come up with a title now. We can workshop it.
Well, I've sort of got one.
You sort of got one.
So, as you alluded to earlier, there are many names.
Over
Potatoes.
4,000.
Over 450,000 million names for potatoes.
I don't think that's quite true.
You don't think, but you don't know.
Yeah, you got me there.
I've got some names of actual potatoes.
Okay.
I've got some names that I've made up.
Interesting.
You have to find the real potato. I've just dropped cable. That's fine. You have to find the real potato.
I mean, I have a
As
name.
we play Potato Ho or Potato No Way.
I mean, that's very similar to the name that I just instantly came up with, which was Potato or Potato No. Potato or No Tato.
Yeah, No Tato was meant to be it. I realised that I started spelling potato when I was making my notes and then didn't actually change it. So, I've written Potano Way, which isn't a word.
No, that's not.
Laura, edit this bit out.
She won't.
Let's play. Shut up.
Potato or not?
Let's play potato or potato no. Potato. I don't care.
I think no tato.
Let's play the game.
I think no tato.
Tato.
Yeah, potato or no
Let's
tato.
play. Liam guesses the name of the potatoes, if they're real, if they're not, and then we'll finish this and we can all go home.
Yay! I'm already home.
Even though
Profit.
Yeah, I'm already home too.
Haha, suckers.
Yes.
Go on,
Liam.
hit me with your potato stick.
We got some. There's a lot of colours in the potato naming world.
Uh-oh.
Which of these 4 potatoes is a real potato?
Mm-hmm.
The all blue potato.
Uh-huh.
The green Cape potato.
Mm-hmm.
The red herring potato.
Right.
Or the Tinky Winky Dipsy Lala and potato.
I love the idea of the red herring potato being the real one. Like it's thrown in as a double bluff, which is not what a red herring is. The fourth one is so very absurd, I kind of want to choose that one, because that's the one that's clearly there to make you go, no way.
The Tinky Winky Dipsy Lala and potato.
No, okay. Maybe not.
Would
Something
you like
about...
me to say the names of the Teletubbies to you again?
Yeah, I would actually. Can I?
Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Po.
And this potato is called the
Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and potato.
Okay.
I really don't want you to pick that one.
Do you not? Is it because it's the real one?
It really isn't.
Triple bluff.
I thought it was clear enough that the fourth answer in all of these games is pretty much the dumbest.
But if this is the first round, how would we have established that?
Because of all the other games that we've played on
This
this
was
show.
months ago. How can I possibly remember?
I mean, they're on the internet.
Yeah, but I'm in them. You know I can't watch it if I'm in it.
How do you give yourself a performance review?
I don't. I get Laura to edit it and tell me I'm funny after. Yeah. After.
Pick a potato.
What were the first two? The red man and the blue boy?
The all blue.
Yeah.
The green cape.
Right.
The red herring. Or the Tinky Winky Dipsy Lala and potato.
So, possibly a dumb question. This is an eating potato, isn't it? Rather than, like, say, a building potato.
I'm quite sure all potatoes are eating.
So
the majority of them.
I think if you were to create a brand of potato to sell, I think enough people know not to eat the green bits of a potato that calling it green anything is going to be a detriment to your ability to sell it. So I'm going to go with whatever the other one was. The blue.
The all blue? Or
the
red
all
herring?
The all blue.
The all blue potato is a real potato, Liam.
Fuck yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
You did logic and thinking.
I used my fucking brain hole.
really hope that like none of the potatoes that I've made up actually exist as potatoes.
You should have Googled them.
I should have done, but I had to make up like 20
Yeah,
names
fair.
of potatoes, and I couldn't be bothered to do that this morning.
That's fair.
I prepare well in advance.
Yeah, I see that.
Liam, which of these potatoes is a real potato?
Uh-huh.
The Mussolini potato,
Oh boy.
the Ivanka potato,
Right.
the Kenbernek potato,
Okay.
or the Edgar Allan potato.
Again, number 4, I think is probably going to be it.
The Edgar Allan potato.
Potato.
Mussolini potato, Ivanka potato, Kennebec potato.
Now you
Edgar
say,
Allan potato.
I don't think marketing-wise you're going to call anything the Mussolini anything, because big old fascist, like
Bit of a wrong'un.
and a loser. He lost the war. So there's the Ivanka and the what was 3?
Kennebec.
I don't know what that is. When you say Ivanka, you think Ivanka Trump, right? But Ivanka's going to be like a really popular name, Eastern Europe, Russia. I don't know what a Kennebec is. Maybe I'm going to go that. I'm going to go option 3, please.
Kennebec?
Yep.
Oh, you're 2 for 2 with your potatoes, Liam.
Fucking give me that.
You are
yum,
correct.
yum.
Mussolini is a fascist. Ivanka is married to a fascist.
Whoa.
And Edgar Allan potato is just funny.
Never mind. What does the passive-aggressive Raven say? Never mind.
Never mind. That was good.
Thank you so much.
Points.
It's my second. This is my second best joke.
Liam,
Hello.
which of these potatoes is a real potato?
Uh huh.
The Brian Sack pink potato.
Ooh.
The Adrian Dack blue potato.
Okay.
The Kopi Luwak yellow potato.
Right.
Or the Seth green potato.
Ah, they're all colours again. What?
Yes.
So what was the first one? The blue.
Brian Sack pink potato.
Brian Sack pink.
Adrian Dack potato. Sorry, Adrian Dack blue potato. The Kopi Luwak yellow potato. Or the Seth green potatoes.
So, of all those colours, the yellow one is the only one that I think would actually apply to being a potato. I went blue previously because that just felt like the most realistic of those ones. But if you present me something in like a list of colours and one of them's yellow or white, I'm going to go, that's the potato one.
Perhaps
or maybe the pink one, but I think people are smart enough not to put the word sack in anything they're selling. Especially with a man's name.
Brian's pink sack.
Yeah, Brian's pink sack. It feels like a Ben joke is what it feels like. Although that said, you could call something Teddy's nuts if it was like nuts, but you wouldn't call it Teddy's nut sack, would you? That's just a bit too far.
Yeah, this isn't a Lynx advert.
No, not yet.
Women.
I was going to say, do I have any spray cans? I do, but it's canned fog. So I could make it more atmospheric in here, but it wouldn't be a very good Lynx advert.
Nah.
I'm going to go with...
It's got atmosphere.
Yeah, I'm going to go with whatever the yellow one is.
The Kopi Luwak yellow?
Yes.
Oh, you fucked up, Liam. It's the Adrian Dack Blues.
Ah.
You're right. Brian Sack, I did just put because I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
sounded
you're
a bit
right.
like Adrian Dack.
Yes.
Kopi Luwak is actually a very expensive type of coffee that gets eaten and then, I believe, pooped out by weasels.
Oh, the weasel poop one.
Weasel or tree cats.
Interesting.
Believe the most expensive coffee in the world.
Nice. Because you got to catch the
Yeah, so-
weasel.
You got to catch the weasel, and you got to squeeze the weasel.
Squeeze weasel.
Last
Nice.
one, Liam.
Go on, bring it.
You can win or you can
Draw.
just draw, I guess.
Excellent. At least I'm not going to lose.
Which of these potatoes is a real potato?
Uh-huh.
The Slovakian yeast potato,
Oh, yeah.
the German butterball potato,
Uh-huh.
the Icelandic seal fat potato,
Right.
or the Russian around potato.
Seal fat, butter, and what was the other one?
Yeast.
We laughed at the word yeast there.
I'm really pleased with how I said yeast there.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
Yeast.
I think it's going to be the butter one.
Not the yeast.
No, there's something about your reaction to the word yeast when you said it that makes me think it might not be the one.
What's wrong with the Slovakian yeast potato?
I don't know. I would have to try one, and I think that would be hard because I don't think they exist.
What about the Russian rounds?
Well, I mean, you said earlier that, like, that number 4 were all made up.
Yeah, but to be honest, I was quite pleased with that one.
Yeah, fair enough. Some guy named Ty, yeast from the east. That is what it is, and it rhymes. True facts. The one, the fucking one, the buttery one. Give me that buttery boy.
The German butterball potato.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh shit, yeah.
I do love the idea of a Slovakian yeast potato, but probably wouldn't eat it. Might be a bit fizzy.
Yeah, I'm gonna firm no on the old Slovakian yeast potato, I'm afraid.
Well, congratulations. You win potato or potato. Whatever the fuck we called it.
Whatever it was we called the game, I won.
You win.
Outstanding.
Liam.
Hello. Hi.
I want to end on a strong one.
Okay.
Ask me how much I love potatoes.
But we've done all of them, haven't we?
Yeah, but one of them
Okay.
got more of a laugh than the others, so I want to end on that one. I'll just repeat it.
Oh, fine. Just cheat then. Fine. Ben. Apropos of nothing, I would really like to know to what degree you like potatoes.
I love potatoes so much. I've seen every episode of MASH because like mashed potatoes, and that was the only one that actually got a laugh from you earlier.
Yes.
So because we all know that if you just repeat something often enough, it will get funny.
You thought you'd double
if we
down.
repeat something funny, we'll double down on that. It'll get funnier. Double funny. Strong note. Forget all the bad ones.
You thought you'd double
Buy my
down
t-shirts.
on the thing.
Pay my rent. I need a belt. My trousers keep falling down in front of the potatoes.
Speaking of buying t-shirts, I had a stroke of genius and I've uploaded 2 new t-shirt designs to the site. If you're watching on Twitch, you can just scroll down and you'll see official merch on tpublic.com. Click here. If you click that, you'll see our 2 new t-shirt designs. One of which says you can't just put any words on a shirt. And the other one says, did you know they'll let you put anything on a shirt?
It's fun because it's true.
Yep. It's actually not true. Like they do actually censor. It's the T-Public competitors whose names I can't quite remember that just let people sell racist slogans on their website. But they took down all the Antifa ones, which feels a bit like, well, you've chosen a side there, haven't you? Anyway.
Yes. Fascists.
Anyway. I don't have any good news.
Liam.
Hello. Do you have good news? Do I need to press the button?
How much do you love potatoes?
I think they're pretty great, man.
Cool. Yeah, I've got some good news.
I'm going to press the button. Here's the button. I need to press it twice.
Good news, everyone!
Guess what?
Oh, something's...
I mean, it's happened. I saw it happen. So it's good.
But then it went blank again. It's fine. Okay, Ben, take the reins.
See, now, Liam's a bit ill today, and I was ill for a while as well. So I'm hoping that this is right.
I'm
but
struggling.
Check it out. US and China have decided that they're actually going to do something about global warming. That's good, isn't it?
What are they doing?
I don't know. They're still in the meetings, so they're not doing it very quickly.
Okay.
But it's great that we don't have Donald Trump going anymore.
Yes. I think it's...
First time I've seen the US in news for some time, and it's nice that it's saying, yeah, we probably not burn.
And it
planet.
also means that we're looking for any news items closer to home, so all of like the disgusting shit the Tory government have been up to is kind of coming to the fore a little bit. Got to worry about our own problems.
Everything they're doing.
All of it. The whole thing. I would very quickly like to plug a website that I found. I say I found. When I was feeling sick, Laura helped me out a little bit with the research. And don't you know there's a potatonewstoday.com.
Well, there's where you should get all your news from.
So just like when we struggle to find any good news, we go to Good News Network. Anytime we need potato news, I dare say we'll be on potatonewstoday.com for all your news. As long as it's potato related. That's my plug.
That's your plug. My plug is going to be Mortimer and Whitehouse Gone Fishing.
Nice.
It is... I watched... I was sick for 4 days.
Yeah.
I watched so much of that. It's such good TV. It's wholesome. It's two old British comedians going fishing, which is funny, uplifting. It's just great. It's predominantly Paul Whitehouse shouting at Bob Mortimer because Bob Mortimer can't fish, and Bob Mortimer falling over at least once an episode.
I was going to say, if you're not convinced, just do a quick search on the old YouTube for Bob Mortimer falling over compilation. It happens it's so often.
It'll be a long one.
So often. Good stuff, buddy. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed that potato-y goodness.
Yeah, man.
We hope you loved that as much as I love potatoes.
I'm sure they're fine with it. Right, let me do the outro script, which I forget until it's literally happening already. Ben, where are you online?
I'm everywhere.
Good.
Instagram mainly, Spike Pierson.
Good stuff.
At Instagram.social media /
Yep.
me.
Yes. I am at LT Guitarist on all the bullshit. I spend most of my time on Twitter for no reason. There is more of the conversation hat over on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Convo Hat Podcast. We also have Heckin' Music out. If you can go to wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you listen to music, you can search for the Conversation Hat mixtape, and it'll come up. It's really good. It's dumb. I am working on getting lyrics synced up with things at the moment. So if you really want to add, you can press all the add music buttons on Instagram stories and TikTok and stuff, and then the lyrics will pop up as well. Incidentally, if you add any of our music, or any of my music, in fact, any music really, to your TikTok or Instagram stories, we get money. Like actual money, like tangible, real money. Not lots, but we get some. So that's nice. We do these live streams once a month, which means that 1 month from now there will be another live stream. If you're listening to this as a podcast, in 3 weeks there will be a live stream. I think the next one's about jungles, isn't it? It's the Christmas episode about jungles.
Very Christmassy.
Very Christmassy. Our Discord is a very fun place to hang out. If you go to our socials, you will find links to the Discord all over the place. If you make stuff, it's a great place to be because we talk about making stuff quite a lot. So please do come hang out. It's a fun little community there. And finally,
make some fucked up potato dishes.
Yeah, send us some weird potatoes. Recipes. That's what we want. Or potato art. Draw a face on a potato and DM it to me. That's what I want. Thanks to our Patreon supporters who've helped us develop the show over the years. Patrons get early access to shows, and every month they get a bespoke mini episode, which is rad. Patreon.com/Conversation Hat, I think. Or is it Conversation Hat Podcast? So. You know, I think I wrote it down once. Patreon.com/Conversation Hat.
End the show now.
It's just Conversation Hat. I know exactly what I'm doing. You're an idiot.
Goodbye,
okay.
people.
Bye-bye. And boop.
No. 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 Back. Down. No.
Where do all the bad colours go when they break the law? They get sent to prison.